And this time, it is not about Michael Cohen. This time, it is finally about Trump. Quote, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office today began presenting evidence to a grand jury about Donald J. Trump's role in paying hush money to a porn star during his 2016 presidential campaign, laying the groundwork for potential criminal charges against the former president. The grand jury was recently impaneled. The beginning of witness testimony today represents a clear signal that the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, is nearing a decision about whether to charge Mr. Trump. The Times goes on to report that Mr. Pecker, yes, there's that guy again, Mr. Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, was seen today with his lawyer at the building where the grand jury is now starting to hear witness testimony. The Times also reports that prosecutors are seeking grand jury testimony from at least 2 Trump Organization employees who may have been involved in effectively laundering the funds for this illegal campaign expenditure. A 3rd Trump Organization employee, who may also be brought in to testify, he'll be particularly easy for prosecutors to find because he is Alan Weisselberg, the CFO of the Trump Organization, who is currently serving a jail sentence at Rikers Island for tax fraud at the Trump Organization. He was reportedly involved in this too. So this is a crime that was committed in 2016. The last time it was in court was in 2018. The last time someone went to jail for this crime was in 2019. Federal prosecutors bobbled it, and they simultaneously blocked state prosecutors from pursuing it themselves for a long time. There was also a weird interlude where one Manhattan DA, one New York State prosecutor, started an investigation into this matter, and then a new prosecutor came into office and stopped that investigation. And then the new prosecutor restarted it a few months later after some of the lawyers who had been working on Trump-related investigations in his office quit in protest and did so loudly. I mean, this has been a weird saga. This has been an on-again, off-again criminal case. At core, it is a simple crime. It is a very understandable crime, one in which the evidence is really clear. And for years now, I mean, we're going on 7 years since the crime, 5 years since people started going to prison for it. For years now, people have been doing backflips to make sure that there are no charges, no consequences for the guy who prosecutors say committed the crime and who is the only person who benefited from it. The purpose of this crime was to help Donald Trump's campaign for president. He did become president, which apparently does give you carte blanche to stay out of handcuffs for 4 years while you're occupying the Oval Office. But not after. It doesn't last once you're out. Once you are out of the Oval Office, you're supposed to go back to being the kind of person who isn't allowed to get caught committing crimes without having to pay. It has taken all of these years. I am happy to say that Stormy Daniels is doing fine. She's doing better than fine. But we're about to find out if we can say the same about the rule of law and the justice system, which they really royally screwed up in their time in office.